Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment NFL Week 5 picks and predictions. Last week we went 9-6, so we're slowly but surely improving. Man, I came so close for a couple picks. Damn the Browns, damn the Eagles, although I'm a Titans fan, and damn the Arizona Cardinals. We will improve, we will bounce back, and let's finally have an epic week. And let's start with the Thursday night football game. We have the Indianapolis Colts. They're traveling to New England, taking on the New England Patriots. And man, the Colts, they almost upset me last week because I had the Texans beating them. They almost came back, but thank you, Frank Reich, for deciding to go for it on that 4th and 4. I wouldn't have done it. He did. Now the Colts will likely not make the playoffs already, although they're 1-3, because they're going to lose this game as they travel to New England. New England finally got things together last week as they blew out the Miami Dolphins. Sony Michel is looking good. Look out, man. If the Patriots finally have a good running back, that's able to consistently get yards in the run game, look out. That's very dangerous. And the Colts are going to be missing T.Y. Hilton in this game. Who the hell are the wide receivers outside of T.Y. Hilton? This Pascal guy? Who the hell is this? Chester Rogers? Good luck with that. Give me the Patriots to handle the Indianapolis Colts on Thursday Night Football. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars. They're traveling to Kansas City, taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are 4-0. Patrick Mahomes did it again as he beat the Denver Broncos, came back from down 23-13 in that fourth quarter and got it done 27-23. However, the Jacksonville Jaguars are coming to town. And yes, I'm a Titans fan, but I always say, man, I've been saying it this season ever since the season started. I think the Jags might be headed to the Super Bowl, man. Their defense is really good, and Blake Bortles, although he stinks against us, the Tennessee Titans, he does very well against almost everyone else. He's having a pretty good statistical year. I expect that to continue traveling to Kansas City, where their defense is struggling, man. Their defense has been one of the worst in the league. Patrick Mahomes will still find some success against the Jaguars, but not enough. I have the Jaguars going to Kansas City and getting it done, beating the Kansas City Chiefs and ending their undefeated reign over the NFL. Next game, we have the Atlanta Falcons. They're traveling to Pittsburgh, taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both of these teams struggling. Damn it, I can't believe it. The Falcons, my NFC Championship pick, my pick to go to the NFC Championship, they're struggling right now. Didn't have them winning it, but I had them going to the NFC Championship. Their defense right now, they're missing guys. Vic Beasley, I don't know what's going on with Vic Beasley. He's lost everything ever since he had that terrific year a couple years ago. Their defense is struggling. Their offense is being good at home, but not so much on the road. So, man, they're traveling to Pittsburgh. Here with Pittsburgh, they're struggling as well. And their offense didn't do much last week. Only 14 points. Quite nice for Antonio Brown, relatively. I mean, for Antonio Brown standards. Juju Smith-Schuster having some drops as well. Le'Veon Bell, we're missing him. There's no balance to this offense right now. So who the hell am I supposed to pick here? Because whoever loses, man, they're in deep, deep trouble. I just have problems believing that the Steelers will lose 2 straight home games. They've done it before, but they don't do it often, although that was the same argument I had for the Falcons, and they did the same thing. I have to pick the Steelers to win here at home. I mean, 2 straight home losses, man, the Steelers just don't do that, so give me the Steelers to win here, but again, it's probably going to be a high-scoring affair. Hopefully one of the Steelers can pull out because, man, it is looking bad for my Super Bowl participant outside of the AFC. We look at the next game, the Miami Dolphins. They're going to Cincinnati, taking on the Cincinnati Bengals, and man, I tried to tell you about these Cincinnati Bengals. Look, you can disrespect them all you want when it comes to the playoffs. We know they're not going to do diddly poo in the playoffs, but in the regular season, Andy Dalton's going to do his thing. Tyler Boyd looks like a damn good number 2. We thought John Ross was going to be the number 2 for this football team. Right now, it is Tyler Boyd. And Tyler Eifert, Jesus, he's out. So we're having problems there. But they're still moving the football right now. Dalton's throwing some picks, okay, don't get me wrong. But the offense is flowing. I expect that to continue. Maybe Joe Mixon is going to come back for this game. I doubt it, but we'll see. But Giovanni Bernard has been good in terms of being a backup anyway. And the Miami Dolphins, they came back down to earth last week as they lost to New England Patriots on the road. They're going to lose to Cincinnati on the road. Give me the Bengals to win this game at home. Denver Broncos, they're traveling to New York, taking on the New York Jets. And the Broncos are coming back down to earth, man. I tried to tell you after their 2-0 start, oh, Broncos 2-0, who cares? They won 2 games at home against 2 teams that aren't very good. What are you going to do now? They're not doing much now. Okay, they struggled a couple weeks ago against the Baltimore Ravens, and last week they almost got it done against the Chiefs in Denver, but they ended up losing that game. Once again, they're on the road, okay, and that gives me qualms and problems, but They're going up against the New York Jets, where Sam Darnold is struggling. He has an ESPN QBR of 28.3. He's not moving the football consistently, and I don't entirely blame him. His offensive line is complete garbage. He doesn't have a tight end worth a damn, and his wide receiver play is inconsistent. So I'm not going to completely blame him. Who the hell am I going to pick here? I don't trust either one of these teams. I think the Broncos are better, though. Okay, the Broncos, I think, are a better team right now. Case Keenum, although he has 3 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, I think he is giving better quarterback play than Sam Darnold overall, who has 4 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, a better ratio, yes, but I prefer Keenum a little bit right now. I mean, this is not a very good discussion, but I prefer him a little bit, okay, just a little, and I prefer the Broncos defense just a tiny bit, so maybe the Jets will pull it out because they're at home, but I just think the Broncos are a little bit of a better team, and I like their running backs, so I like Lindsey and Royce Freeman when they're not punching people, of course. Give me the Broncos to win in New York. Next game, we have the Baltimore Ravens. They're traveling to Cleveland, taking on the Cleveland Browns. And appropriately, right after I tweet, when the Browns are up 28-14, I tweet, hey guys, the Browns are playoff contenders. They choked that game away. Baker Mayfield fumbles, and the comeback is true for the Oakland Raiders. They come back and win their first game. Damn it. So can I finally pick them to win here? Can I pick them at home to beat Baltimore? Look, if the Browns are going to beat Baltimore any of the past 5 years, this is the year that would be most likely, okay? But, man, the Ravens' defense against Baker Mayfield, I don't like that matchup. Because right now, Marlon Humphrey is playing well for the Baltimore Ravens. They're getting Jimmy Smith back in that secondary as well. They're going to shut down these Browns wide receivers. I mean, Jarvis Landry will still do a decent amount, but I don't think he's going to do enough. I don't think the Browns are going to put up enough points. So I think the Browns defense will limit Joe Flacco and that Ravens offense, but the Browns offense won't be able to do enough. Give me the Ravens to win this game, even in Cleveland. Next game, we have the Green Bay Packers. They're traveling to Detroit, taking on the Detroit Lions. Detroit. Man, I don't know why they won't run the football with Kerryon Johnson, man. This guy had a great touchdown last week and only got 9 carries. Feed him the rock. I think they learned their lesson in this game and they start feeding him the rock and they go to victory. Because although I think the Packers are still a playoff team, they're showing they have their flaws. Their offense is not being consistent right now. Their defense did shut out the Bills last week, but they're inconsistent as well. And in recent years, the Lions have shown an ability to beat the Green Bay Packers. They went to Green Bay a couple years ago and beat Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. They're no longer afraid of the Packers like they were early in Stafford's career. So give me the Lions to win this game in Detroit, but the Packers will repay the favor later on in the season. Next game, we have the New York Giants. They're traveling to Carolina, taking on the Carolina Panthers, and the Giants are not a very good football team. I think we saw that again last week as they struggled at home against the Saints. Saints are a good team, but still, you know, you wanted to see a better showing than they actually showed. They didn't show much. Now they're traveling to Carolina, another good team in the NFC South. I just don't see them performing much better than they did last week. Panthers coming off of a bye, an early bye, that might screw them over later, but for right now, it's going to rejuvenate them. Give me the Panthers to win this game at home. Tennessee Titans. They're traveling to Buffalo, taking on the Buffalo Bills. So we all know the story. I am 0-4. Picking the Tennessee Titans this season. This is disastrous. Last year, I was a beast. I'm pretty sure I must have went like 14-4, people. I mean, I was really good because I had them winning that Chiefs playoff game. I had them losing to the Patriots, obviously, and I had them winning a lot in the middle of the season. I had them very well last season. This year I'm struggling, but this is the week it changes because, damn it, if they lose to the Buffalo Bills, then yeah, okay, you can blame me. It's me. I'm the voodoo mama juju. Okay, there's something wrong with me. But damn it, we got to get this done. And this is what I want to see, Titans fan. If we blow them out, I want to see a blowout. Okay, that's what I want to see. If we blow them out, man, we're going to start a conversation because we're going to be 4-1, having recently blown out the Bills, having beat the Eagles, having beat the Jaguars. That looks like a Super Bowl team. Now, I'm not going to say it is, but it's going to look like a Super Bowl team. Go blow them out in Buffalo. That's what I want to see, Tennessee Titans. Look, Josh Allen, he's decent. Last week, he came back to earth. Titans defense coming to town, one of the best defenses in the league. Get ready, Mr. Allen. I got the Titans winning this one. Oakland Raiders are traveling to LA, taking on the LA Chargers. Chargers continue to underwhelm, but they got it done, right? They got the victory 29-27 last week. Okay. Now the Oakland Raiders are coming to town, where the Raiders got it done. They won last week, and John Gruden, despite him not knowing anything about personnel, and especially defensive personnel, he's constructing a very good offense right now. I really like the passing game he is constructing in Oakland. The thing is, Derek Carr needs to stop turning the damn ball over. Okay, stop throwing all these interceptions, Derek Carr. You must stop. But outside of that, I like the offense in Oakland. We're going to have another shootout here, people. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be fun. But it's also going to be in LA, where the Chargers don't have a great home field advantage. But I think they should be able to get it done. So give me the Chargers to win this game in a close shootout that I think the Raiders will repay later on in the season, to be honest with you. Next game, Rams at Seahawks. Another divisional matchup. A lot of divisional matchups this week. Very interesting scheduling, NFL commissioner. All right, so interesting game because the Seahawks are dangerous at home. Look, we saw them beat the Cowboys at home, and I know the Cowboys aren't very good, but I had the Cowboys winning the game because I thought the Seahawks were looking bad at that time, but now they're 2-2. Yes, they just lost Earl Thomas, but I don't know how much they really need him. Very good player. I'm not really sure how much they need him. Interesting. Will the Seahawks be the team to beat the LA Rams? I can't say it, man. The Rams are too hot right now, man. They're 4-0. They're coming off a Thursday night football game, so they had 10 days to prepare for this game, this divisional game. I got to pick the Rams. They're too hot. You got to pick them to win until further notice. So give me the Rams to win this one, but I do think they are an upset alert because this is a tight NFC West divisional matchup, and things tend to be a little wonky in this division. Next game, Minnesota Vikings. They're traveling to Philadelphia, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And again, a team that I picked to do well this season, the Minnesota Vikings. They are struggling. The Eagles, look, I told you guys, are going to take a little bit of a step back. Have them going 10-6, winning the NFC East, going to the playoffs. I think we're seeing that right now. And I expect them to win this game, but it's going to be close. There's a lot on the line. The Vikings are getting desperate. And right now, the Eagles' biggest weakness in the entire world, and EDP 445 will tell you this himself, Jalen Mills, okay? And do you trust Jalen Mills against Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs? I don't. So I think the Vikings are going to put up points, but their offensive line is still trash, and the Eagles' defensive line is still very good. Okay, so I do not like that matchup. I think Carson Wentz does enough against this Viking defense, which right now is struggling, and they get it done. I only have the Eagles winning 23-22, though. I think it's going to be very close, very irritating. I can't wait to watch this one. The next game, the Arizona Cardinals, they're traveling to San Francisco, facing the San Francisco 49ers. And look, man, I said last week, I'm going to pick the Cardinals. I'm going to give them a shot. I'm going to give them a chance, and then that's it. If they lose this one, I'm done. I can't pick them, and that's it. Until further notice, I ain't picking the Cardinals. I ain't doing it. I might do it later on in the season when they host the 49ers, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. That might be the last game of the season. For now, going to San Francisco, I can't do it because 49ers actually look good. They put up a decent effort against the LA Chargers last week. They choked in the second half. They choked like dogs in the second half, but they put together a good effort in the first half. So I'm expecting more of the same, decent play from CJ Beathard, and ultimately for the 49ers to win this game. And have you seen Josh Rosen? This is a cocky little prick. This guy is so confident. For what? You haven't done diddly poo in this league. This ain't college football. You ain't at UCLA with a hot tub in your bedroom. Okay, this guy needs to chill in his dorm room. Hell, the bedroom. All right, so chill, boy. You about to get your ass kicked in San Francisco. Next game, we have the Dallas Cowboys. They're traveling to Houston, taking on the Houston Texans. Man, I struggled with this game. The Texans showed life last week and then almost choked and then ultimately won thanks to Frank Reich. They could easily be 0-4 right now or 0-3-1. They should be 0-3-1. Whereas the Dallas Cowboys, they got it done. As I told you in my picks video last week, they're going to get back to their formula. Ezekiel Elliott, and more of Ezekiel Elliott. That's your move. Don't go away from your move. The Houston Texans, we're seeing their defense is overrated, man. I tried to tell y'all. Everyone was like, look out for the Houston Texans. They're getting J.J. Watt back. They're getting Whitney Merciless back, David Clowney back. Yeah, the problem is who's in their secondary? Who's on the defensive line other than DJ Reader and J.J. Watt? Who ain't nobody there. The defense has a lot of holes, and you're seeing it right. I'm seeing it now. Tyrann Mathieu ain't the Tyrann Mathieu of old. There's a lot of holes in this Houston Texans defense. The Dallas Cowboys, I think last week was a momentum builder for them, whereas the Texans, it was for them too, but I think to a lesser extent because Cowboys realized, oh yeah, this is how we win again. Whereas the Texans have been doing the same thing they've been doing all season. I don't think they really answered any questions. So give me the Cowboys to go to Houston and win in an exciting matchup. Cowboys defense very good right now, and they should be able to find success against the Texans offensive line, which is absolutely awful. And please terrorize my boy, Deshaun Watson. Please? Okay, thank you. All right, next game, Washington Redskins. They're traveling to New Orleans, taking on the New Orleans Saints on Monday Night Football. Very interesting game here that I'm sure Booger and McFarland will have a lot of fun commentating, man. This guy stinks. I don't know. I don't like Booger McFarland at all. New Orleans, they're at home. And I know I had them missing the playoffs. I also had them starting 4-1. This is exactly what I expected. Okay, the fall is coming for New Orleans, but for right now, yeah, they're playing well. You cannot doubt that. The Redskins coming off a bye, so they're very dangerous, and I think this game's going to be closer than a lot of people think. Right now, the Redskins are a 6.5 point favorite, 6.5 point underdogs. I think that's way too much. I think they will definitely compete coming off the bye week. Saints defense not very good, even at home. So look out for this game, but give me the Saints to win this game because right now they're hot, they're rolling. Redskins coming off a bye. Yes, I'm looking out for them, but can't pick against the Saints right now. Right now, can't do it. Later on, we'll see. With that said, we move on to my guarantees where, woo-wee, I'm making people money. Jesus Christ. 12-6-1 this season in my guarantees. Last week 3-1-1. We are killing it. I am booming more than the U.S. economy lately. I'm booming more than marijuana stocks lately. You need to buy into me, buy my stocks. Forget about the marijuana stocks right now. It's me. It's my guarantees. So we have to keep it up, and let's start with this. The Indianapolis Colts at New England Patriots over under 53.5. What? Give me the under there. The Colts will not score points on this Patriots defense. Yes, the Patriots defense is not very good, but I don't think it's as bad as it was last year to start the season. And how will they score without T.Y. Hilton? I just don't see it. Throwing to Zach Pascal, Chester Rogers, and Eric Ebron, I'm not buying that. And also their running back sting, Nyheim Hines. I mean, who are these guys? Sound like they auto-drafted some Madden class. I mean, who are these? Nyheim Hines, Zach Pascal. I don't know who these guys are. Okay, so I don't think they're going to put up points. The Patriots will, but the combination of these two teams should be under 53.5 by far. So give me the under there. Titans -3. I gotta bet on this. I might bet my life on this. If you don't see me after the game, it's because I bet my life on it. I would be shocked if the Titans go to Buffalo and lose right now. I'd be absolutely shocked. They're finally getting it rolling. The team camaraderie's there. Marcus Mariota's back, slinging it, doing his thing. Come on, man. They're gonna win this game. I'm betting a lot on this game. Look out for me. If I ain't here after the game, you know why. I got whacked. Arizona Cardinals +5.5. Now, damn it. Okay? I'm not gonna pick on the Cardinals, but I may have to bet on them. It's a divisional matchup against the 49ers. Yes, it is in San Francisco, but divisional matchup. Rose is doing enough. Again, he needs to stop being a cocky little prick, but he's doing enough. They should compete. They may even upset, but they should at least compete. Finish within a touchdown. They should. So give me the Cardinals +5.5. Cowboys +3. I'm very confident that they're going to beat the Houston Texans, actually. I like the matchups. I like the Cowboys defense versus that Houston Texans offense and offensive line. I like the Cowboys running game against the Texans run defense right now. I like that matchup, so give me the Cowboys +3. And then finally, Washington Redskins +6.5. Again, I think they will compete against the Saints. They're coming off a bye week. Alex Smith will check down to Chris Thompson. Chris Thompson will find some success against the Saints defense, which has been struggling a little bit against pass catching running backs, so look out for that. Redskins +6.5. 12-6-1. Wow, I love my guarantees right now. You're making money off me. So with that said, those are my NFL Week 5 picks and predictions. What are yours? Comment down below. I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.